Hi everyone, in this video tutorial we are going to be explaining hyperconjugation and how staggered conformations are conferred stability through this hyperconjugation. Hyperconjugation results from the overlap of a filled sigma bond on one carbon with the adjacent carbon's sigma star orbital. Okay, this is a filled-unfilled interaction that is actually net stabilizing. So check this out. We're going to look at this in the staggered anti-conformation of this compound, but note that this can also occur when those groups are not anti. So it occurs anytime there is a staggered conformation. We are going to say in blue here that is sigma bond density from that carbon-carbon bond, and we are going to look at then the anti-bonding orbital of this carbon-carbon bond. So in red we have the anti-bonding orbital, in blue we have the filled sigma. Okay, so the anti-bonding orbital won't have any electron density in it in a ground state. And then you'll have your filled sigma orbital. We have this filled-unfilled interaction that again kind of creates this transient pseudo set of molecular orbitals. And you have 2 electrons in the system total, right? And both of those electrons go into the pseudo bonding molecular orbital, and no electrons go into the anti-bonding. And this is a net stabilizing interaction. This is compared to, earlier we talked to the idea of torsional strain, and how in torsional strain there was a filled interaction, and as a result that was net destabilizing, and those torsional strain phenomena appeared in eclipsed conformations when you had sigma bonds directly eclipse and have that filled interaction. Here we're talking about hyperconjugation, this filled sigma orbital overlapping with the sigma star on the adjacent carbon, creating a 2-electron system, and there is net stability conferred to the molecule through this hyperconjugation. Okay, so yes, in staggered conformations there is less overall steric strain, right? Because there's not direct eclipsion of atoms and there's less van der Waals repulsions, but there's also this stabilizing hyperconjugation that occurs. And here is the MO explanation for the hyperconjugation.